I Think We're Alone Now by Tommy James and the Shondells. Also covered in the 80s by Tiffany, but that was more of a, electronic pop version. We'll just stick with the classic here. And really cool parts in here, some interesting dynamics, I think. And it's going to kick off here where it's just really sparse and mellow, and it's an intro and the chorus pattern as well, for the first couple choruses anyway. And basically what we're doing here is we're just kind of mimicking what the bass is doing, just hitting some single notes. And what we're going to do is we're going to palm mute on those. So we're just going to lightly take the edge of our hand here and just barely touch the strings with it. So we get that kind of deadened thud noise, So without there, and then you just lightly put your palm on there. Okay, so palm muting these, and like I said, it's just single notes, and we're gonna go eighth notes on these here. And it's gonna start with the open A, and then we're gonna come up to slide it up to the 7 on the A for the E. Okay, same deal with that. Measures with the 8 notes. Alright, and then we come down to 5 on the A for the D. And then end it back on the A. So that's the intro for you, and that's also the chorus. All right, and once the verses come in here, it's, if you want, you can just straight up, if you see the chords I've set out for you here. So if you wanted, you could just straight up do, like if you're doing an acoustic version or some other arrangement, you could just wail away on the chords, I guess, that style. But if you want to play it just how the recorded version is here, he's just keeping it really simple and pretty sparse, where he's just doing some high voicings on it, and it just kind of skips a beat, and then he'll just hit it once and then just cut for the rest of the measure. Just keeping it like real simple and spread out, I guess. So he's doing this voicing of an A, where we're all the way up here at the 9 on the G, B, and E, and then we're going to do 10 on the B. So we got 9G, 10B, 9E. Okay, and it's just that real high, short little chord there. Okay, so he just skips a beat, hits it, and cuts. And it pretty much strums these next chords the same exact way. Okay, and they're all just real close here too, because he's just playing little parts of them, these chords. Okay, so we started at that A voicing. All right, and then we're going to do a C sharp minor, which basically here we just fret 9, 9, and 9 on the G, B, and E, and just do the same thing. Okay, so. All right, and then we do a F sharp minor, and for that we're going to come up to 11 on the G, 10 on the B, and 9 on the E. Right. And then we end it all with the E, and we'll just grab that here where we're doing part of that E on the 9, 9, and 9 on the D, G, and B. Okay. Just hitting it once, cutting it. All right, so then you just put that all together. Repeat it. Okay, just real subtle and simple. All right, and the pre-chorus section comes in here, and once again he's kind of doing these high voicings here, but he's kind of wailing away a little more on it with the strumming, and it's kind of like a gallop style, like a 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, so it's going to be a C sharp minor, so we'll just fret the 9 9 9 9 on the G, B, and E. Okay, and like I said, we're just doing kind of a 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we just do a down up down. Okay. Okay. Just get it up to tempo there. Okay, so that's the first measure, and then we just start the second measure by hitting that A voicing from the verse. Okay, so 9G, 10B, 9E, and we just hit that once and we just cut it. All right. All right, and immediately coming off of that, if you want, I think it sounds nice here, you can double what the bass is doing, where we just do the a palm mute. Okay, and we're going to be on the top E here, and it's just back and forth from a 5 to open, 5 to open. Okay. Okay, 4 times there. And it's going to be a little difficult getting from that to doing 4 of those, so you might only get, 3 of them, unless you just want to go straight to those after doing the C sharp. Okay, that's just skipping that little A voicing there. Okay, so either way, however you like it, I like to hit that A voicing and then do just a few of those. And then the pre-chorus ends by doing a G and a E, and once again, it gets pretty drowned out in the recording, but it's just faintly there. It's kind of a higher voicing of a G and strumming it pretty much the same way we were doing with that C sharp minor. Okay. Okay, it's a couple measures of that. And of course, that's, just the bottom part of the G chord here, where we're doing 4, G, 3, and 3 on the B and E. Just doing that gallop strum. All right, and then we just shift down 2 frets, basically. So we're doing the bottom 3 of the E chord. Okay. Same style. Couple measures worth. All right, and if you want to do what the little organ keyboard comes in does at the end of the pre-chorus, you can just mimic that this way. It's just going to be 3rd fret on the E, 1 measure, and then 2nd measure. Just before we end it, last couple beats, we do 3B, 3E, and then start the new measure on the 3rd there with the 4 on the E. Just before it's out, hit the 5, and then start the last measure with the 7 on the E. Okay, so. All right, and once we get to the final chorus, instead of just doing the kind of muted bass strums there, he's just doing pretty much just those high voice triple strums. All right, and this will start on the A, so we really only need to worry about the top 2 strings on this. Okay, we're going to do that A voicing, so do a 10 on the B, 9 on the E. Okay, just doing that triple strum, gallop style. Okay, 1 measure's worth. Okay, and then we come down to E chord, okay, where we can just do it like this, where we're 9 on the B, 7 on the E. Same style, one measure. Slide it down 2 frets for the D. Okay, so 7B and 5E. Right, and then we just end it with a 5B, 5E for an A. Alright, and if you want to do what the organ keyboard is doing at the very end there, cool little part. We could do it here where we're high E string, and we just do open, 10, 9, 7. Okay, and we do 5, 4, 2, 2 again, back to 5. Alright, and then the first bit of that will repeat again, and it ends slightly different. Okay, so we'll just start it the same way. Okay, but at this point, we're going to do just a quick 5, and then we do 9 to 7 pull off to 5. Okay. Okay, so try that. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.